What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of B&B. Brooke is always gonna be Brooke. I have no sympathy for that chick at all. Like her telling Hope everything that happened that night, and they sitting there crying, Hope sitting there shedding tears. I'm like, am I supposed to feel emotional? Because I don't. Because even Brooke admitted that her and Deacon got tipsy or whatever, and she liked it. She said, "Oh, it felt good when they was reminiscing about the old times." So you basically admit that that's what you wanted to do. That her kissing him and stuff is what she wanted. She's sitting there talking about, "Oh, I love Ridge so much, I don't want to lose Ridge." If you didn't want to lose Ridge, you would have never did what you did. You would have never had Deacon up in your house. You would have never been drinking with him. You would have never kissed him. She did all that because that's in her heart. That's really what she wanted to do. And she didn't have the nerve to do it when she was sober. So getting drunk is an excuse for her to do it because she can blame it on the alcohol. That's all it was. I'm like, don't sit there and try to fake the funk like it's something else. And so, of course, Hope probably gonna try to keep quiet about it or whatever, just protect her mother and her marriage, because that's all Brooke is worried about. She's worried about Ridge finding out because A, he's gonna leave her. B, she thinks that Steffi and Taylor are just waiting in the wings for her to mess up so that way Taylor could get Ridge back, and she's not gonna give Taylor that satisfaction. I'm like, okay, Ridge is not perfect. We all know that. He done waffled between Taylor and Brooke for years, but Brooke is constantly in scandal. Like, who wants to be married to that? She's always in scandal. She always lie. Like Ridge be asking her direct questions. She'll sit there and lie right to his face. I think that's really what he gets angry with her about. It's not what she does, it's what she does after the fact. Like, yeah, he's gonna be upset because you did what you did, but I think Ridge would be able to get over it. Like look at Eric. He had every reason to leave Quinn after finding out, oh, she was messing around with Carter and stuff. He had every intention of leaving her. Even filed the divorce papers. But he changed his mind because he in love. When you're in love, it's like you could overcome anything. But it's the honesty. And that's what Brooke does not possess. She doesn't possess honesty. That's the problem. And if Ridge leave her, it's not really gonna be because of what she did. It's gonna be because you tried to cover the shit up. That's what he gonna leave you for. That's what I would leave for. You know what I'm saying? If you were honest from day one, we could have worked it out and fixed it. But she didn't even think. It's like you had that man sleeping in the bed next to you. What if Ridge would have came home while he was in bed next to you, even though they were fully dressed? But still, Ridge would have lost his shit because she know how much Ridge don't like Deacon. So it's a slap in the face. It's not the fact that you kissed another man, but you kissed another man that he don't like. That's a big hell to the no. That's a big no. So if she lose Ridge, it's on her. She can't blame Steffi. She can't blame Taylor. That shit is on you. Um. So anyway, moving on from that, I like the scenes with Taylor, Steffi, and Thomas and Ridge. Like they really did look like a happy family. They really did. And I understand. It's clear that Ridge still got feelings for Taylor, and she still got feelings for him. I wouldn't mind Ridge and Taylor getting back together, but my whole thing was I don't want Taylor to have to keep dealing with Brooke. You know what I'm saying? Because if her and Ridge do end up getting back together, Brooke is going to be a factor. Because you know how Brooke is. She going to still be nibbling at Ridge's heels, trying to talk to him, trying to get him back, doing whatever she can. And I don't want Taylor to have to keep going through that. It's like she already went through that shit over the years. Like, why keep going through it now? I was hoping that they would have brought somebody new on for Taylor, but if they don't, they don't. I was hoping they would. Because if she get with somebody new, at least she could be away from the Brooke drama. She ain't got to deal with that crap. But the way Ridge pulled her into that embrace, oh, he definitely still feeling Taylor. He's still feeling her. He still want her. And Steffi was pissed because she wanted to have a family dinner with just them and stuff, and Ridge was the last holdout. Ridge was like, I don't know. And she was getting irritated because she felt like Ridge wasn't going to try to come to the dinner because of Brooke. He didn't want to leave Brooke alone at home or whatever. I was like, I get it, you know what I'm saying? But what Steffi should have done or could have done was include Brooke into the dinner. Even though Brooke probably wouldn't have went, but it would have showed her, like, we're not stunting you. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not afraid of you. Like, like, catch her off guard. You know what I'm saying? By inviting her. Because when you don't invite her to family functions, because whether they like it or not, Brooke is still his wife. and she's still technically a part of the family, even though I don't like her. But still, it would have showed, you know what I'm saying? It would have sent a message by inviting her. You know what I'm saying? Just to extend it. You know, whether she took it or not. You know what I mean? And I think it would have caught Brooke off guard because she wouldn't have expected Steffi or anybody to do that. Um, but it would make it look like it ain't like y'all not trying to be sneaky or nothing. You know what I mean? Like by inviting her. Um, but I could definitely see Ridge leaving her soon though. I don't see them being together long term. Like I do not see him and Brooke lasting at this point. Cause he gonna end up finding out some way somehow. They better hope little Douglas don't be around Ridge because Douglas gonna tell it all. He gonna tell Ridge. He gonna slip up and say something. So anyway, moving on from that. So basically, Carter and Paris have decided that they are feeling each other. You know, they were sitting there making out and stuff, and Paris trying to sit there talking about, oh, it was unexpected. She wasn't expecting that. Yes, you were. Yes, you were. Because you were doing it. She know what she was over there in that man loft doing. Like, come on, you go to that man loft knowing his reputation of being a hoe. You know what y'all gonna be over there doing. Don't act stupid. I mean, I get where she coming from that she don't want a long committed relationship right now. She, you know, she wants to be young and free. I totally get that. You know what I'm saying? I totally get her on that. She want to be young and free. I get it. But she really needs to sit down with Zende and let him know what she want and let him know that she wants to, you know, start something with Carter because she feeling Carter more than she feeling him. She need to let him know that. Don't keep leading him on, making him think that there's a possibility for a future for y'all if that's not really where your heart is. You know what I'm saying? Because she's like, it's like she tells Zende one thing or acts a certain way with him, but then she says something completely different with Carter. Like, you know, tell me the truth. Like, Paris just need to be open and honest with Zende. Like, she really do. Because Zende is still under the impression that there's a future for them. You know what I'm saying? That at some point she gonna be his wife, and I'm like, I don't think you would want a wife like that. I'm just saying. Like, I don't think you would. So she just need to open up and tell that man what she want. You know, she already told him like she didn't want to be tied down, but still, it's like tell him that you don't want him. Period. Like you don't want to be with him at all. You know what I mean? Don't give him that little glimmer of hope that there still could be something if there isn't. You know. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought. I will see you all later. Peace.